This is how you look in the digital world. Every link we click, everyone we speak with, each transaction, each interaction becomes one more data point about us. Our digital avatars are nothing but datafied copies of our bodies in flesh and blood. But like our physical forms, do we have ownership of our digital forms? What are our rights vis-a-vis this data that represents us in our most stripped-down form? A nod of approval in the real world becomes a like in the digital world. A smile, nothing but an emoji. We imagine data as a series of harmless, casual, and anonymous reference points about our activities in cyberspace. However, in reality, it is embodied. Our data is our body, and our body is our data.
If you think of data as an extension of the body, the harms of any violation actually become much more tangible. Think, for example, of a sexual image of somebody that was shared without their consent. At the moment, we think of that consent violation as merely an issue of a data protection violation. But for the person in that picture, that's actually a violation of bodily integrity. And what looking at data as an extension of the body does is really bring these kind of violations in the picture.
And this data, when collected, can potentially be used against the very body that generated it. Data never lies, and we therefore think that it is the absolute truth. But it is merely a set of points that help describe a part of the truth, a digital map of a living human being that might not offer a complete or indeed true picture. For example, incorrect or omitted data also affects the version of supposed truth that emerges. Whether or not a person gets access to food rations they are legally entitled to in India depends on whether a machine recognizes their biometrics. If data denies your identity, even if you're standing there in person, is data the truth? Or is your presence there the truth? Society and environment are nothing but a larger collective of individuals like you and me. The unmindful privileging and algorithm-based mining of data lead to reproducing existing biases and possibly producing fresh ones. With the most intimate actions of our bodies being increasingly datafied, how can standards of informational privacy, which are often lower than those regarding bodily integrity, still be trusted to provide sufficient protection? And if they cannot, what are the consequences, in particular for the marginalized, whose right to bodily integrity or to privacy has always found only weak, lopsided protection even in the offline world? We often talk about privacy and security when it comes to data. For that conversation to be truly fruitful, data has to be recognized as an extension of our body, and it is therefore only reasonable for us to demand that we be allowed to exercise the same control and authority on our digital footprints as we do on our bodies and our minds. After all, it is our body. It is our data.